Welcome to another Personal. We take everything personal. My name is Chris, and here with me as always is
Nathan. What's going on, guys?
How's it going?
What's up, dude? What's the deal? What's the dealio? Hey, does this count as our Memorial Day episode?
No.
It doesn't have to, but I'm just saying, does it count?
No,
it doesn't? Okay, well, shout out to...
Yeah, we don't celebrate that.
That's fair. Dude, so getting right into it. Last night, I've had a series of weird events happen that have made me contemplate my life.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So, last night, so yesterday, right? I get off of work, and I do like any normal person would do. I go to, I get home, I have pets, right? So I let the cat out, right? I let Honey out, the dog. We're playing. I take her outside because it's nice, right? We have a dog park, take her to the dog park. Mm-hmm. Come back, we're here, me and Chelsea hanging out, have dinner, right? Don't think anything of it. We come back, we're hanging out. I'm laying down in bed, right? I'm not going to bed. I'm just laying there playing on my phone, watching TikTok, whatever I'm doing. And Chelsea's there laying down too. And Honey's in there, Oates is in there. So Chelsea looks at me and we start to hear what sounds like water, like a pipe burst. There's water just spilling, just on the floor. And I get up and I see little one over here, or should I say big one, pissing on the floor. Yeah. But wait, there's more. She's peeing on the floor and she notices that I'm upset and starts walking. And she's like hobbling while still squatted. It's a girl. Honey's a girl. And squatting and I'm not kidding. Like, I didn't even know she had that much in her. Peeing, right? Peeing. Walks over Oates. We have his litter in there because he's still in the room. Walks over his litter mat. Still keeps peeing. Keeps going. And then stops on our side of the bed. Our side of the bed and lets the big kahuna go and just start just all down. I mean, I'm not kidding, Chris. A puddle.
On the bed?
No, on the floor. On the floor.
Oh.
On the floor. A puddle. Look how she's looking. She knows. She's asleep now. She don't care.
She knows.
Yeah, she don't care. Puddle. I look at Chelsea. She looks at me, and I'm like, "This is it. This is my 13th reason. Today's the day."
Yep.
So then, I'm cleaning, and Chelsea is in the other room, and I'm scrubbing the carpet, trying to get all that out, right? Because she just let loose in my room. Mind you, she's never done that. Chelsea goes, "Oh my God!" I'm like, "What?" She's like, "Honey pissed on the cat." And I'm like, "What?" And I come out there and I just look at him and he's like looking at me and I look at his back and his whole back is wet. And I go to touch it. I'm like, "Oh, this is pee." Nasty. He must have crossed under the stream. And because I couldn't find him.
Crossfire.
I didn't even know where he was when all that was happening. I know he must have just heard me yell and he ran or whatever. But I find him, or Chelsea finds him, and he is, soaked. So then guess what your sister proceeds to do? Take him a bath. A bath. Yeah. Guess how that went?
Never works that well.
Guess how that went? He's like, meow. He's like holding onto her, like, fuck you. He's like holding onto her arm, and she's holding him far away. I was like, Chelsea, just get a dish, like get a dish, whatever, one of those cloths, and just kind of wipe him down. But yeah, dude, I'm like, what's the, and it's my fault. Can't say what's my fault. She normally kind of like, she'll boot me or she'll kind of like get me like, hey, I gotta go outside. But whatever, dude. But I was very frustrated yesterday. I was so mad. I couldn't believe it. I was like, get in the cage. Like, I didn't have to point. I didn't have to say anything. I just
knew.
Said, cage, go. She just walks over. She gets in the cage. Like, dude, she's a special kind of.
I don't like that dog.
She's a great dog, guys. I just want to say she's not a bad dog. She just doesn't like Chris or other people. Your sister was here. Your sister was here.
Yeah.
You got your.
I know. I see it.
Okay. Your sister was here, and Honey wouldn't really feel, even though Honey actually, she let Honey let her like pet her.
Yeah.
And she was like able to touch her a little bit. So it was funny. But yeah, oh dude, I'm telling you, I'm just like, the stress this dog freaking causes me. What was I going to say? Oh, I also had like kind of like a little thought switching. I'm going to be all over the place. I got a lot of things to get out. I remember a while back we had to talk about pet peeves and things that we don't like. I realized what my pet peeves are. I have a couple. You ready?
You found some out?
I have a couple.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I realize what a couple are. One, if I'm out in public, this is my soapbox already. I'm on it. If I'm out in public, right, whether I'm working or not or whatever, if you whistle at me to come over to you,
Yeah. I hate that.
hey, will I run over and kick you in the chest? Probably. Don't whistle at
Don't
me.
whistle.
You're not. I'm gonna ignore you. Don't go. There. I don't care if you're my grandma. I don't care who you are. Shout out to grandma. I don't care who you are. Don't whistle at me. Like if I don't even know, especially now, if I don't know you.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That happened to me.
That happened to me before too.
That happened to me just recently.
While I was working.
Same.
And I looked back, looked at him, and walked away.
I said, you have to hold on. Come over here now. Huh?
Nope.
Huh? And to be fair, the story I'm telling is actually not recent work. It's a story I remember. This happened
Yeah.
a while back. But it's like, no, I'm going to complete what I'm doing now, and then I'm going to come to you because you just whistled at me.
The whistle, like...
You didn't even go?
No.
I shouldn't go. But that's golden retriever energy. I got it.
Yeah, no, I was so enraged.
Dude, honestly, when that happened, I was like, what?
Yeah.
Another one, this is a me thing, but this is something that I don't like. I don't like when I see people smoking in their vehicles, like cigarettes.
Like, even outside the window?
It doesn't matter.
Oh.
The car smells like cigarettes.
Yeah, you know, it's
You
kind
know
of
what I'm
weird.
saying?
It's like 6 a.m. and they're like, fresh morning cigarette. And I'm like, dude,
Can I tell you something? People
You
that
stink.
smoke cigarettes, hey, fine, do what you want. It's your vehicle. Trash that thing. Take care of it. Trash it. I don't care. But for some reason, I feel like when you're smoking in your car, you seem a little more upset than everyone else on the road. Does that make sense? Like, I just feel like they
Yeah.
drive a little more aggressive and angry. Like, I just get a vibe from them that I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is.
that's the reason why they're smoking.
Maybe. I mean, that's
Yeah.
stress, right? It's anxiety. It could be a lot of things. I'm not making no shame here, but just, I don't know. I see it.
Have you ever smoked a cigarette?
Never. I've never. Have you?
One time. That was a cigarette was the first thing I ever tried smoking.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what kind of
Hated
cigarette
it.
it was? I bet.
I don't know. I remember it was like a marble. And that's it.
Yeah, no, cigarettes not
It
my
wasn't
thing. Yeah.
I didn't like the taste. I didn't like none of it.
Yeah. I think one of my brothers, he did at one point smoke
Yeah.
cigarettes. It's not. It's a nasty habit. No offense to anybody. It's a nasty habit. I mean,
No,
if
it's
you
a
want to
nasty
smoke, it's on you. Whatever, right? That's your business. But I know a lot of people vape. Do you vape at all?
I tried vapes before. It's just not my thing. Like
No?
the whole nicotine thing is probably not my cup of tea. Like
Yeah.
I never got hooked on it. I mean, thankfully, but like
That's
it
true.
was just never my thing. Like I never saw myself like I even had like portable vapes or whatever,
Yeah.
and it was just like
Like the little deals.
yeah, like disposable ones, and it was just never my thing.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that wax pen, let me tell you something about that.
What's that? What's that?
You don't know what that is?
You gotta tell me. I don't. Come on, man.
You're sad, man.
What is that? Is that like heroin or something? What is it?
It's the pins with like wax and THC wax.
Oh, it's like with ganja.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Hey, I mean, hey,
But that's it.
that's cool. Yeah, I don't know. No, I've never smoked cigarettes. Can I be honest though? I do. It doesn't sound weird. When I was a little bit younger, God, I guess I didn't. I liked the smell of like not cigarettes, but like someone that smelled like cigarettes. Does that sound trashy? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. I knew a girl in high school that was
Yeah.
like my chemistry partner
Mm-hmm.
for a really long time, and she smelled like cigarettes, but like it was kind of weird because it had brought nostalgia to me.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
So the reason why I'm saying is because he doesn't really anymore, but my grandpa, that was the smell that I associated with him.
Yeah.
Was cigarettes because he was a heavy smoker. So like I would smell it, and this is gonna sound. I'm unlocking a core memory. This is so weird. I've never told anyone this before. When I was a kid, for some reason, fresh, not like from spirals, but notebook paper.
Yeah.
It just smelled like cigarettes to me. I don't know why. I was a little kid. And I swear, I'm not kidding. I'm not making this up. I would have my binder open because I'd have paper like in the thing, and I would just be, and I'd be Paper.
You know what smell makes me do that?
I was in regular class, guys, just so you know.
Oh, you do. Even the one under regular classes.
Yeah.
No, the smell that makes me do that is like, have you ever opened up like a fresh pack of like
Fresh pack of plastic?
like sealed plastic, like a floaty?
Yeah. You like that smell?
Oh my god, that smell.
Really?
I can like, ow, sniff it.
Really?
Like crazy.
Fresh plastic?
Like, you ever open like something like heavy plastic?
You know, yeah. But you know what a smell I really like? So when I was a kid, this is gonna make me sound
like pool stuff.
Hear
like
me
that.
out. Yes, no, I get it. No, plastic's fine. You kind of have a latex fetish. That sounds like. Here's the thing.
It might be that.
So here's the thing. This is gonna make me sound. When I was a kid, behind our house was a tennis court.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad,
Oh, no,
right? That's
yeah,
not bad, right?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Rich,
So,
yeah.
no, it's not, because a lot of places around here have tennis courts.
In your golf club, that
Huh?
tennis court in your golf club?
No, there was not a golf club. Behind my house,
Oh, okay.
there was a
okay.
park.
Yeah.
Behind my house. Everyone has parks near them.
I did it when I grew up, but yeah,
You couldn't go to a park?
not walking distance.
That's why you're poor thing. Anyway, okay. Anyway, so there was a tennis court. Anyway, they used to go play tennis, and
Yeah.
I love the smell of fresh tennis balls.
Well, yeah, that's
Right?
smell a lot of people like.
Is that
yeah,
a smell?
yeah,
Like?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I thought I was special.
Not
Damn.
special.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I like when you.
No,
I don't know why you have to crack. Why do you have to,
Everybody likes it.
hey, wait. Why do you have to crack
I
them
don't know
open
whether
like
it's you,
that?
but no, I
Yeah,
don't
but
know
with
whether
like
it's
a little
you.
thing that sound like cans.
cans or
Yeah,
something like
yeah. You have to crack it open.
You need a can opener to open up some tennis
That's
balls.
weird.
I don't know why they're still like that.
There's got to be a reason, but I don't know. That's but no, the paper thing. I don't even know how we got into cigarettes. Yeah, I don't know. That's something that definitely I like. I do enjoy that smell. But going back to the pet peeves, I have to finish it. Another thing that I don't like, and this is maybe a more recent one, but I just don't like it. I don't like when people get too close to me. You know what I'm saying?
Like,
If you come to ask me a question and you go, "Hey, can I? Why are you so
yeah.
close?"
Yeah.
Like, start. Give me about 3
Give me
feet.
a little bit of
Give me about 3
space,
feet.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We don't need. Hey, if I can feel your spit hitting my face, we're too close.
Yeah.
Back up a little bit. You know what I mean? We're a little. We need some room between us. Another one that I realized, and a lot of these are driving ones too. I had a question for you too about driving, because I heard this recently on a podcast, an old podcast I watched. I just happened to rewatch it and I heard it. When you're driving, I think I asked you this already about driving. So let's say you're at a light, right? And they're going. No, I'm trying to think of the scenario. Let's say you're at a light, right? And you're at the one that it's a flashing yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Have you heard this? You're a flashing yellow. Okay. So when it's green, let's say, or it's a yield on your side, do you go out into the road? And like, let's say it's like turning yellow, and then like you just immediately turn, or do you stay back
Oh.
and wait? You know what I'm saying?
I scoot up.
Do you?
Yeah, I do.
But do you go out into the road?
I do
That your problem.
sometimes.
I heard that, and they were arguing that you should go out into the road, and I was like, no, the fuck, you should not.
Sometimes.
Because the only reason, listen, but can I tell you why? Because you have two choices at that point. You either
go or you get stuck.
or you get stuck, and guess what? The person behind you may not be forgiving in reverse.
Nope.
So
'Cause they're
guess what?
scooting up too.
You're stuck out there.
So you just go.
But what if you're scared?
You shouldn't have. You got caught in no man's land.
Nah, dude, that's trash.
No, I do that like on if I know, like I usually look ahead and see like where like a gap is at.
Mm-hmm.
So like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna go then. So let me scoot up.
Hey, do you ever brake check people?
Not anymore.
Why anymore?
I try to repress my road rage now.
Same.
So I try. Literally, I don't anymore.
Same.
I just slow down.
Can I tell you the type of person I am?
It's
No,
just
no.
not worth it to me anymore.
You know what? You're right.
Because you know what? Another reason why is because I play scenarios in my head, and
Okay.
every car that passes me,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like is gonna shoot me.
Okay.
Like I don't know. Like it's just.
There's crazy people out there, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But what if somebody gets out with like a baseball bat?
I guess it's like no, not out of road rage. Like if they're behind me and they just pass me, for some reason in my head it plays out like
They're gonna shoot you.
they're gonna shoot me.
Or we're in Texas and they can carry at any.
Yeah,
You
it's
can
just
put it in your pocket and walk around.
it's just more like paranoia.
Yeah. So you're
I
scared
don't
someone's
know-
gonna shoot you.
I don't know, but
That's
I'm
fair.
not. But I don't think it is. But I think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I can see that though.
It's just it's weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I be honest? I still break that.
Huh?
I still break that.
I don't.
If you're too close to me,
I'll just slow down.
what do you mean?
I'll go down. Speed limit
Like
could be
if
like
you-
60, and I'll go down like 20.
Can I tell you something? And this is the old me and me. I'm getting nervous even talking about this. This is the old me and me. If I slow down and you like rip around me, I'm gonna speed up.
I'm gonna speed up too.
No,
yeah.
I'm gonna speed up and like you're not passing me.
Oh, no.
I'm that dude. Like you're not gonna pass me
No,
now.
they can pass me. I'm just gonna.
Nah, you're not gonna pass me. Like I not only are you not gonna pass me, but if you get behind me, buckle up, buddo. Like, hey, buckle up, because your boy's testing the integrity of everyone's brakes today. No, here's the thing. I don't do
Your
it.
reflexes better be
hey,
up, 'cause-
hey, you better hope. Hey, you better hope them brakes are solid. Because no, here's the thing. I don't. It's been a long time since I've had any road rage incidents. I don't really do it anymore. But I did do something recently. So I had one that did get me. So the other day me and Tels were headed, it's not a long story. We were headed to the mall, and I don't like that I do this, but do you ever honk at people? Are you a honker?
You know what? No, but there are a lot of instances where I think back, dang, I should have honked. Like, it happened to me recently where a car, what I don't understand, if you know where you're going, why are you, like, let's say you need to exit. Why are you all the way in the far left lane? If your exit's up ahead,
Mm-hmm.
you know? And, like, that kind of happened
Yeah.
where this person literally came to a stop in
Yeah.
the middle of the road going 60 miles an hour.
Yeah.
And I almost hit them. And I'm like, why did I honk?
Yeah.
It was like
Why
an
did
old,
you
it was
honk?
like an old couple, like they were there. I'm like, I should have honked.
Yeah. You
No,
know,
no, no.
you know the type of honker I am?
I don't honk, unfortunately.
I'm gonna hold down the horn. Wah! And just hold that thing. I'm gonna give that thing some. Hey,
No,
my,
yeah.
on my
When I do honk, that's what I do.
my last car,
Yeah.
the horn went
Little
out.
baby horn.
The horn went out. It went out. That's why
Did
it
it
sounded
really?
like that. Because I was honking so much. Dude, hey, can I tell you something? If you do something stupid, you get a little beep. But also, my dad, now you just reminded me, my dad's kind of like that. My dad is a left laner. Like, he'll be in the left lane.
That
I'll be
drives
like,
me nuts.
I'll be like, Dad, we're point two.
My exit's like,
I bet we're point
yeah.
two. He's like, I know. Like,
I
I'm
know.
like, yeah, I'm like, I know. I'm like, but Dad, you got to get up. He's like, I know. And I'm like, but Dad, you're going to miss it. No, I'm not. And he just starts
That's
just,
crazy,
I mean,
bro.
sending that thing over.
crazy.
Or if he's not like that, he's a right lane driver, which means he's, you know how like you're going on the exit lane and you want to exit, but somebody is just cruising at
40.
fucking 20.
Yeah.
And you're like, why are you even in
Why
this
are-
lane?
yeah.
That's my dad. My dad's in that lane. I'd be like, Dad, you could get over it. He's like, well, Mr. Man, why don't you just drive then? I should. Why didn't I drive? Why did I let you drive? Because I'm just like, and he's not a bad driver. I witnessed my dad like ripping in some cool cars, but I'm like, why do you drive like this?
Yeah.
Like you're driving Daisy.
He drives like he has like illegal weapons in it.
But what I'm saying is, what I'm saying is, you're driving like Paul Walker, cool car, but driving Daisy.
Yeah.
What are we doing? No, but the other day I was with Chelsea, and I've done this before. She hates that I do this. Like, if something warrants a honk, my body, like, if I'm not driving, especially, dude, honk. And then I've reached over and hit that thing. Like, dude, we got to give that person the salute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the other day, switching story. So she got mad at me. She yelled at me, of course. The other day, we're driving, or I'm driving, actually. We're driving. I'm driving to work. And I was in the right. You can tell me if I'm wrong. I'm driving down the road I go to work. And this truck, like, I guess he thought that I was going to slow down. But I have no mercy for no one. No.
Mm-hmm.
If I'm already going, I'm not going to stop traffic to let you go. Like, no. So we're on a 2-lane. And I'm driving. And he's on, like, a side street. And he goes to come out. And he thinks I'm going to just casually let him. And I'm like, no, I'm going to keep going. So, like, he almost pulls out. And I almost hit him. Because he's just coming, like, that fast. He's flying. So he like acts like I just almost like. I mean, he's acting so dramatic, but I'm like, dude, you shouldn't have jumped out. You're an idiot. He gives me the double. He's blessing me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, and he's like yelling and shit.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
So I pull up right next to him and I look at him and I go, hey, I almost threw I threw my shoulder out. I said, fuck you, dude. I keep driving. I'm like, hey, man, fuck you, dude. I'm not playing this game.
You know who was
He's just looking at me, shaking his head. And he had those stupid glasses that wrap around your head. I'm like, fuck you, dude. Like, dude, why are you driving like that? I'm not being an asshole. I'm minding my own business. But you want to cut in front, like.
Yeah. You know who's like that? My dad growing up. It was so funny, but kind of like.
Yeah, bad road rage?
Yeah. Oh, my God. Bad. I think that's where I get my rage from. This man, he would like just. I remember it wouldn't even be that bad, and he would just be like, it'd be like an old lady or something, like a family.
Oh yeah.
And he would just ride up to them like, like straight up, and then I'll be in the backseat. I'll be like,
you'd be like, back there,
yeah, take that.
You know what's funny?
But my dad has bad. Like, there's a few times.
Like to this day, he has bad road rage.
Nah, I mean I don't ride with him anymore. You know.
Yeah.
But growing up, there was a few times where my dad, you know, allegedly carried a weapon, a firearm, allegedly. And there was a few times
in his vehicle. Yeah.
And there was a few times where we were out and somebody took his parking spot.
Okay.
That's a little warranted though. Don't take a parking spot if I have a blinker on, and it was kind of like that situation.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
How would you react to that?
To someone taking my parking spot?
You're waiting there, you have the blinker on ready to turn in, and somebody.
I'm kind of. I'll probably rip forward and almost hit them. Like if they're going to turn in.
No, they're already in. They took it.
Oh, I'll just park my car in front of that car.
Well, anyways, this happened. So my dad was like yelling, and he goes, I guess the dude also was getting mad, and then he went like kind of back to his car, and my dad was like screamed at him, and he goes, "The fuck you going back to your car for?" He reaches under his seat, and I was like, "Chill,
hey, no. What?
We're all in the car,
dude."
But then it's like he chilled out because he goes, "You know why I don't carry my gun anymore? It's like because you kind of look for situations where you have
that's
to use
true.
it."
I can see that.
So that's why he stopped. He'll go out to on a night out he'll bring it, and then he goes like, I just need to stop.
I was gonna say, I mean, when you bring that, you do invite like stupid stuff to occur. So I get that. I'm not. This is me not being like I told this story a long like when we first started the podcast, but I was by your grandparents. This is when we were living over there, and I was these kids. Just they're being stupid. It was kids. Like they had to have been like 18, maybe if that. Like one of them was small, dude. Probably like little Salvadorians. They're real little.
Probably.
And I wasn't doing anything, dude. I was driving speed limit. I wasn't driving crazy nothing. I'm driving and they like cut me off. And I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, like whatever. Like no big deal, right? And they start like, I mean, middle fingers flashing me, all kind of stuff, right? So I'm like, okay. Like I'm cool. Like
yeah.
But also my heart's beating. So I'm like,
yeah.
So I was driving, and at the time I was driving my Volkswagen, so I like floor it and I like get like right behind them, and this is me being stupid, and they're like this and that, and now I start to get a little upset because I'm like, you know what? I'm counting in the car now, and I'm looking at one dude with his arm out, and I was like, I definitely beat the shit out of him.
You counted how many
I'm
you guys
counting,
go
yeah,
to
and I'm
see.
like, okay, cool,
Yeah.
Dude. They pull in, and guess what I do? I also pull into the gas station right behind them. Like 6 dudes get out the car. And I mean, at this point, I was like, so like, they're like holding up flags and like, it was a bunch of Hispanic dudes. I don't know.
Yeah.
But like, they're all like screaming and stuff. And I pull up and I just look at them and I just start mouthing F you. I'm like, fuck you. Like all this. But I'm just like, I don't know how well this will go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody has a knife or a gun.
Yeah, maybe.
Right?
Maybe.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just like, this is a bad, like, and I just go, yeah, I'll see you later, buddy. I just drive away because I'm like, it's not gonna end well.
Yeah, no, probably not.
I'm not gonna lie though, that was probably the end of my road rage because I was like, dude, how realistically, for real, like, how stupid was that of me? Like, obviously, you play a scenario in your head, and you want to, but like, it's like you ain't no here, like, there's no reason. You know what I mean? If a cop comes, he's like,
why?
Yeah, and that was me. I was younger and stupid and stuff, so I'm like, obviously, but I was. because I still get that now a little bit. Like something will happen and my heart start beating a little bit. And I'm like, no. Like you've that demon you've you know.
I have to suppress it.
Yeah. You're not that person anymore. You know what I'm saying? You're just you're all right.
I tell myself too. I'm like, bro,
you're a civilian. You know what I'm saying? You relax. You know what I mean? You just keep driving. But I don't know. I feel like I get it every once in a while, but I just feel like people drive dumb. I know we spend all this time talking about driving, but I feel like people really.
No, people do drive really bad.
But can I tell you something? Even grandma driving dumb. Sometimes I'm like, why are you driving then? Why are you driving? Like, what was the point? What are we doing? Yeah, like I don't know. It just makes me laugh. But I'm really sorry. God, I'm all over the place. Sorry. Today, Kenobi came out as we dropped.
Stranger Things came out too.
Oh, Stranger Things out?
Yeah, it came out today.
Damn, let's watch that. Oh, we watched tonight.
Yeah.
Me and Chels.
They're really long too. They're like an hour plus each episode.
Have you seen any of them?
No, not yet. I barely found out like on my way over here.
I saw a bunch of stuff today. I should have known. Now I think about it, at work, a bunch of people, I guess, were wearing Stranger Things shirts.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. A lot of cool shirts, too. Some people. But is the whole season? Oh, it's part one and part two, right?
I don't know. I think it's like, from what I saw, like 7 episodes out.
I'll have to check it out.
It could be
same with Kenobi, because it's 2 episodes for Kenobi came out.
Oh, okay.
Obi-Wan. What was I going to say, too? Oh, I wanted to tell you, too. I saw, we can kind of climb into this a little bit. How do you feel about action movies? What's your take on like action movies?
Don't like them.
You're not an action movie guy?
Like Jason Bourne type movies?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
Not a fan.
I guess you can then chime in on this.
Wait, what are you talking about?
I was going to ask you who like your favorite action, like, do you have like an action? Because I've heard
growing up, I was into action movies, but now I'm like, it's not my cup of tea.
Is it too like, too mainstream for you? For real? Yeah? I mean, it's okay. Cause
no, it's all basic and it's like, I don't know. I like John Wick movies.
I was gonna say, like, if you have like, if we ramble off the greats, right? Like people that I think, if you see them in a movie, they're not gonna really disappoint you. Even though, like, I wouldn't count Matrix, the Reborn one, as whatever the most recent one, as good. But like John Wick, Keanu Reeves, really really good.
Well, to be fair, when I went to the movies to see The Northman, they showed the new Top Gun trailer.
Okay.
Not gonna lie. Look.
Okay, go ahead.
I'm usually against the propaganda machine, the industrial military complex of the U.S. And the propaganda of it. Yeah. But it kind of looked good.
Hey, Tommy Cruise?
Not gonna lie. It did kind of look good.
Miles Teller? Hey.
And I'm not a fan of the Top Gun series.
Me neither.
But this newest one.
Hey, never seen the movie. I'm just gonna say.
Kind of look good.
So that's what okay. You beat me to it.
It was probably because it was super loud. It was in the theater. So when we watched the trailer, it was super loud, blasting in the theater. So that could have probably like swayed my opinion.
One, they've been working on that movie a long time. That's what I was gonna get to. Tom Cruise. If I were being honest, as far as movies go for Tom Cruise, I don't think he's had a miss in a long time.
I don't like Tom Cruise movies though.
Here's the thing: you don't have to like
Mission Impossible. Is not a fan.
Hey, good action, and this is why I only say you have to kind of appreciate it because he's a dying breed.
I did like the Die Again, You Die. That one, you know what I'm talking about? Which one? With the aliens and he keeps dying and then
Live,
Die, Repeat. I think that was fun.
It was okay. You know what's funny about that movie? It came out when it first came out. It came out as another name. They
changed it.
And they changed it. Yeah, because it went away and something happened and then they came out. Yes, but it's like Live. Yes. The where he's in the machine and what's his name?
Yeah, he has some good movies.
John Krasinski's wife is Emily Blunt or whatever. She's in it. Yeah, that's a good movie. His action movies, I only say I respect them a little bit more because he does all the action himself. I have to. It's the same thing like. Okay, here's the thing.
Yeah.
Same thing like a Jackie Chan movie. Yeah. Straight respect because my man's still out here doing the thing. Like he's stunts. Still. Yeah. But Tom Cruise in the last movie, whatever, one of the most recent Mission Impossible, he broke his ankle because he was doing a jump that he shouldn't have been doing. But like, he jumps out the plane. I don't know. It's just cool. And then in this one, it took so long to make it, I guess, because a lot of people had asked for a second movie or a sequel to the movie because he wanted to learn how to fly an actual jet. My man flies a jet. No way. I promise. I just watched it.
He's probably like in the back. He's not flying it.
Chris, I swear to you, he's flying a jet.
There's no way.
Hey,
you need like hundreds of hours.
That's why it took so long.
All right.
He taught. So there, he's on a. You have to. I'll plug it. I'll have to post it so you can see it. We'll watch it after. But he takes one of the talk show hosts in the thing. It's a joke, but he's for real. He takes him and he's like explaining to him. He's like, hey, I'm gonna take you up there, but like if the engine goes out or something happens, I'm gonna plop you out of the plane. I'm gonna dump you out. And he's like, well, I don't want to be plopped out. He's like, no, but I have to. Like, I'll turn it and I'll just drop you out. He's like, I don't want to go anymore. And he's like, nah, I think we should go still. Like, and it's Tom Cruise messing with them, but he legit flies the plane. That's how they get some of the shots.
All right, I'll take your word for it.
What I was getting at is, I think we should actually go watch the movie, or you can go watch it on your own.
Illegally?
I think we should. Huh?
You know, I don't want to.
We can. Hey,
I don't want to support the.
Watch it. It's fine.
I don't want to support the.
With the moon propaganda.
Yeah.
That's fine.
The propaganda machine of the United States.
We can go to the movies and watch it. It's fine. I don't really think
I would watch it.
I've actually heard though
I'll watch it.
a lot of good things about it. Like it, because of the way the action is. Same thing with the new Mission Impossible. It's not coming out for another year or some change. Well, I don't know why they released that trailer, but I like the mission. I'm a sucker for them. I'm just a sucker for action.
Nah, action movies are not like.
Not your cup of tea.
I'm more into like thrillers, horror.
I get it. You're more of a you don't want to. Yeah.
It'd be darker. I'm into like darker stuff.
He's done other movies. I mean, Tom Cruise has been on a long time.
I'm into
though.
like movies that like go deep into like character building and like world building and stuff like that.
But the thing is, why I guess it's such an argument, and I heard this recently from a guy that I've been really picking up a lot of like shows and stuff from. He's on TikTok. I'm sure you've probably seen him, but I always talk about him. I forget his name now, but he talks about him. He's like, it's not only a good like action, but it's a good. The story clicks. Like you're not bored by it. You're like, all right, I'll go buy a ticket and watch another one. Like Mission Impossible is kind of like that because I haven't gotten to see one yet that I've been like.
Well, the thing about movies now, it's like tickets are kind of getting pricey.
They are. I agree.
So it's like I want to know for sure I'm gonna like this movie.
Yeah.
Before I like buy a ticket and go watch it, you know.
I've seen all the Mission Impossibles from the first one to now, and I honestly, and this is not me being biased. This is just general. I have not seen one that I've been like, oh, it sucked. Like I've seen all of them, and I've been like legit action. I don't know. I'm a sucker for action movies. Though. I think that's what it is. Because like even going back to other action styles like The Raid.
Well, would you consider like the movie The Northman action?
Yeah, I consider action.
Did you watch it?
I didn't watch it. No, I want to watch it. I haven't seen it.
It's really good.
I'm not but we talked about this as far as like gore and stuff goes. Like, I think there's such thing as too far for action. Like John Wick is weird with the gore and stuff because they're like.
No, John Wick go hard.
It does go hard, and he's really good at it. Like Keanu Reeves is so good at his like stuff, but the gore is not too much. I feel like there's a line. You know what I mean? Sometimes it can be a little too much gore. Was it a gory movie though?
Not really. I mean, it had its scenes, but overall, no.
No.
I already talked about it.
You did. No, I know. I have to check it out. I've been watching a lot of shows lately though. Like that's been my thing lately. Just trying to catch up on like shows that have been out that maybe I haven't had. Like the one I've told you about. Me and Chelsea have been watching, and we generally like it. I think it's actually a very good show. Barry. I think it's a pretty good show. It's on HBO Max, and it's stupid premise, but I keep talking about it because actually it's not a bad show, and I feel like you'd like it. It definitely kind of falls in your because Bill Hader, the main character Barry, he's a director, writer, and like he's a pretty good. Like he did sketch for a while on like I think he was on SNL and some other stuff, but he did sketch and he's acting and other stuff. But he's just the way it's shot. I really like it. It's kind of like similar to Ozark, how it's a well shot show, and it's also the main character is also the actor director type thing. I like shows like that. So I don't know. This one's it's really good because it's a guy. For those of you that don't know, I've said it before, but it's a guy that he's a hitman that wants to transition into becoming an actor in LA. It's a funny, and it's actually a funny show. And it's weird how they're able to like mix those two in, but shows like that. But I don't know. I've been looking for a good action show to catch on to because most of the shows on TV are cheesy. Not good.
Not very good.
No, they're not. They're not good at all. But we'll see. I don't know. That I can find. But
I do have something that I wanted to bring up to your attention. So have you ever found yourself in a situation where you were walking behind a woman let's say like in a parking garage, parking lot, I don't know, a park, and you thought to yourself, I'm kind of like, we're kind of going in the same direction, and I don't want to come off creepy.
Yeah.
So let me try to pass her.
No.
Well, I have found myself in that situation a few times, such as when I went to school, I would go to the parking garage, obviously, to go to my car. And it was like I would be following. Well, I wouldn't be following. I would go to my car.
You'd
and
be
obviously,
following.
all of our cars are in the same parking garage. So we all had to take the same route to the garage.
Yeah.
And I so happened to be behind this girl, or in other instances, and it's like she's in front of me and I'm right here. And
You're
it's
being
like,
to murder right now?
I'm technically following her, you know?
Uh-huh.
And then I know the host, thing about guys. Guys can be really weird.
Yeah.
And I didn't want her to think that I was like following her to the parking garage.
Yeah.
And then so sometimes I try to like speed up and then try to pass them. But then I saw like I saw a TikTok that was like, have you ever find yourself in this situation, speed up and like start screaming?
Why?
It's a joke because it's like you're gonna attack her.
Can I tell you something I do? Maybe this makes it worse. When I never thought about it like this, but so it's not be awkward because I think it's awkward. If like, for example, we were at the same school at one point. We were going to the same school. Yeah. So when I was walking to the parking lot, and let's say like it was just like, because sometimes I'd stay after class, or I would just be like kind of like walking slow, like somebody would be walking out in front of me, and like let's say it's a girl, right? She's walking out in front of me. I don't speed up. I just walk slower.
Like you can just double down and walk really slow.
Yeah,
that could even.
Is that worse?
I don't know.
I guess it is.
Not a woman.
Yeah. Yeah,
it could be.
Yeah.
But also walking faster, trying to pass them, could also be kind of looked at.
Can I also be honest?
Like, catching up to me.
Yeah, but can I be honest? In the school that we both went to, did it not seem like no one was ever really there ever? Like I feel like.
In the mornings.
In the mornings?
Yeah,
I was there in the mornings. Even the mornings, I feel
sometimes it did feel empty.
The only time I feel like
that's what makes it worse.
But I'm saying
empty
I feel like
parking garage.
I would say the morning class or like the evening class was always full. But even the morning class, I always thought that I'm like, bro, it's only my class here in this big old school.
That's what it does
feel
like that sometimes.
And you're the only one because I just never felt like there was any other things going on. But that was also a very weird school.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
So much bad stuff happened there. Has happened there. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. You never. I'll never forget. There's this one guy.
What happened
Listen,
there?
well, they shut down some stuff for the police academy. They were pushing. This is probably part of the problem. They're pushing police through there.
What do you mean?
They had an academy there.
Oh.
I won't say the name of school. They were pushing police through there, and they were like falsely like completing their courses.
Oh.
They've had
Did that surprise me?
They had an academy there for quite some time since school opened. I mean, it's been open for a while.
That.
Yeah, they had. I think when you started going there, I think the academy had just shut down, and they had launched an investigation. I'm not making this up. This is real. Launched an investigation because of how long it had spanned back for. They were reviewing other. I mean, obviously, I don't think anything came of it really. Yeah. I mean, I can't speak for other people, but I mean, because I was gonna go to that academy.
Yeah, I know.
Remember?
I do.
Yeah, I was gonna go to the academy. Thank God I didn't.
Because this one now happened.
Yeah. Can I see a manager? No. So I'll never forget. I was talking about this kid in my class that like, he just would get very like, you ever had that kid in college? And we're talking about college, guys. You ever had that kid in college? Or like a kid in college who like you're in your lesson, right? You're talking, and someone always interrupts the professor. They got to be that person.
Yeah,
you ever had that?
Yeah.
One or two interruptions is fine, but when you constantly do it, and then I used to hate those kids. I used to just be in the back, and I'm not kidding. I used to be like, "Hey, shut up!" Like, shut up. Like I'm the, you know me. I'm gonna say it.
Not gonna lie. Oh, did you really?
Yeah,
you said it?
I've said it before. Like, because can I tell you something? College is different. You're paying for the course.
Yeah, it's like shut up.
Why?
Man.
I'm not paying to hear you argue with the professor. Like, you're entitled to your own opinion and to believe whatever you want to believe. But at the end of the day, like, if my professor cannot get his or her point across, we're now skewing my money because I paid to be here to get my grade. And obviously, your argument can be whatever. But like, I've legit been in the back of the class or even next to them and been like, hey, I need you to be quiet, dude. And they're like, I'm like, no, I'm serious. Be quiet.
Yeah.
Like, you just need, because what are you achieving besides like an argument? And you're not like
That goes nowhere.
being as analytical as you believe you're being and like intuitive and all this stuff. Like, you're just saying words and we're just doing what? Like, I don't know. Anyway, this kid would do that. He would argue with the professor. I had him in a history class. I had him in a world history class. I had him in a few different, when I had to take all my.
You might have had the same guy in our class. It was in my history class where I had somebody like that.
Probably. So it wasn't you that told me that story about the guy, right? That
it was me.
About the
I
pencil
even
box.
recorded. No, okay, not that.
It wasn't that guy.
I recorded.
I told you about it.
I have a guy. I recorded his conversation when he was arguing. We were talking about the civil rights movement.
Yeah. I listened to it. Yes.
This was like a daily thing. So
Yeah.
it was like, I was like, one day I'm gonna record it.
Yeah.
And I forgot, it was a long time ago. I
You
forgot
sent
what
it to us.
exactly
You put
it
it in
was
our group
about.
chat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was so stupid. Even the professor was like, look, you're gonna have to be quiet because this is going nowhere. And even the class were like, bro, like, shut up.
Yeah.
That's the only time I've ever experienced that where like the whole class was like, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, what you're saying, he's just trying to be fake woke.
Yeah.
Like, he was like, oh, you guys are like sheep.
I remember.
Like,
Yeah, I
it was
remember
something
that
like
guy.
that.
That
And
was
it like, bro,
that was a long time ago.
you don't know what you're talking about.
But it just goes to prove, even in that area though, and this is not me being
He
even.
was
in
also saying stuff, really bad stuff, talking about the black people and their,
I remember.
and their rights.
I
and stuff
remember.
like that. And
Yeah, I
was like,
remember listening to that. It was when I heard
Yeah,
it, I was like,
ooh,
dude,
brother.
I'm not gonna lie. If there was like a black dude in the class, he'd be like,
yeah.
what'd you just say,
I was
dude?
getting triggered. For
Yeah,
it.
but
I
I'm
was like,
saying, you know what I
dude.
mean?
Yeah.
But the guy that I'm talking about, it's not the same guy actually, but I remember he had this special like handmade pencil box. He was really weird. He would always sit in the front of the class, right? Whatever, do you?
Yeah.
But he would always argue with the professor. And it turns out my friend had him in another class. We realized he had him in another class. But I remember I used to sit in the front. I stopped sitting in the front because he would argue so much and it would piss me off. And like, I was like, dude, I got to sit further back. That way, like, I don't know, just he's a little wild. So I just want to sit a little further back. Anyway, he would always argue with the professor. Argue. And my friend had him too. He'd always argue. And like, we had told him things. And after that, like, hey, dude, just, or like during it, just, hey, shut up. So I'll never forget, my friend was telling me he was in the class with them and it was another history class. We ended up not in the same one, a different one.
Yeah.
He's in the history class. They start arguing and they're arguing to the end of the class, like nothing gets done. And my friend was pretty pissed, right? And he's like, dude, this is the same shit. Like, I'm paying money. The dude storms off. I mean, just like hustles off. And he's like huffing and puffing. And he's like, dude, I'm walking. Like, you're talking about, I'm walking behind him. And he's like cursing and like all this stuff. He's just upset. Cause I guess like the professor's like, hey, dude, shut up.
Yeah.
Like, let it go.
Yeah.
He's mad. And he said he goes to his car. And he's like, dude, I'm not trying to be weird, but like, he scared me. He's like, I jumped in my car and I immediately started to drive off. He said he was slamming doors. Like, he grabbed his door and he's like slamming the door, going to the back of the trunk. He's slamming the trunk and he's like,
He opened up all his doors.
yeah. And he's like, dude, I'm getting out of here. I'm not a
Before
part of
anything
this.
bad happens.
Anything bad happens. And I'm like,
Yeah.
dang, that's wild. But like, that's pretty common in that area. Cause I just feel like the kids there are just very, you know what I mean? Just not, they don't get out much, you know? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I don't know.
I feel like a lot of entitled people mix in with some like the non-entitled people. And it's just a bad.
Don't get me
mix.
wrong. I had some great people in that class.
No,
Like
yeah.
in that when I went to school there, like in my classes, had some great people that I took like law classes or criminal law classes with, and like other like little side classes that I liked that were very diverse, very nice, sweet people. But like then there was the people like that. And I was
Oh
like,
yeah.
like, they're not. They ain't where it's at. Kind of off. I don't know though. I think it's got some weird.
Yeah,
But going back to what you were saying, going back to your original point, I don't know. I think I just kind of walk slower.
I think I need to have Chelsea's opinion on this. I need to bring it up to her.
But that was
It's
all.
really weird because it's like
Yeah, probably need to ask Chels.
yeah, because I mean sometimes it's funny because I'll send it like in our group chat. Sometimes it's been a while, but I'd be like pumping gas at night. I'm like, oh, look at me pumping gas at night.
Your problem.
But it's like I guess you could say it's a male privilege that we really have.
That's true.
We don't. I mean, I don't ever think nothing
Neither
like
do
that.
I.
Yeah. So it's like, but I know like.
Can I say? No, I don't want to say what I'm gonna say. No, I'm gonna say it. No.
Say it.
Do you ever wish like somebody would like try to like jump you or something? Like just to test your abilities. You know what I'm saying? Just to test your like your fight ability. You know what I'm saying? No, you never.
Like
Me
one
neither.
person?
Hey, me neither.
Okay, one person, or are you talking about getting jumped?
Oh, I don't ever get jumped. Have you ever been jumped?
No.
Have you ever had to fight multiple people?
No. Well, yeah, not necessarily. I've been in like a brawl.
So have I. One time. Can I tell you something?
It was in soccer.
Very tired.
It was just very like,
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. It didn't happen at any sporting event. I was very tired. And I was like, this ain't for me. Fighting multiple people, not for me.
yeah, nah. It was. I used to play like in the hood, bruh.
Yeah.
And this is why I kind of left that team. It just kind of got like fight after like it was just like fights were starting like every single game. And then one time
Was this at the...
Yeah.
That happened a lot there, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That happened
Parking
a lot
lot,
there.
everywhere,
Dude, I used to go there. I used to go all the time, yeah.
And then it kind of was like 11, like 15 on 15 type thing, you know? And it was just...
And the refs don't care, bro. They're just like,
Nah, I mean,
fight, bro.
You don't. Our parents got
Yeah.
in. And
I
it was just
know.
like-
Yeah.
that's when I was like, bro,
It's too
this
much
is
here.
Not for me.
It's cuz, man.
And I moved to the Woodlands.
Wow. The
to
Woodlands.
play in the Woodlands.
They don't
Can
fight
you
up
believe
there?
that? Nah, not even close.
Yeah, that's true. I can see
Yeah.
that. It's called police over
But
there.
that's the only thing. But are you saying getting attacked by like one guy?
Yeah. Like just
Maybe.
to test your like survivability type thing, you know?
Yeah, I just would rather not.
Me too. I'd rather not too. It's a risky. I'm like, all jokes aside. Obviously, you don't want that. Like, I don't want that for anybody or myself. Really, realistically, I don't, because like that's a bad thing, right? And this will come out like when a lot of shit's happening in the world anyway. So like,
Oh yeah.
yeah. So, but I'm saying like, I don't know. I think about because I do sometimes run the scenario in my
Does
head.
he have a weapon?
Sure, he has a knife.
Oh dang. No, I'm good. Getting stabbed hurts.
I bet. I'll never forget one of my
I
uncles.
don't wanna fight a guy
One
with
of
a
my
knife.
uncles, he told me he knows like self defense. Like he's
Yeah.
taking like Krav, I think, like Krav Maga and some other stuff. Like I'll never forget. I was like, hey, like Deal, you think you can show me like a few moves?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, yeah, I can kind of. I said, just in case, like, you know, I never know, right? Like you never know. And I'll never forget. He like, he wasn't in the military, but like he like does a move on me and he almost breaks my arm.
Oh my.
And he goes, don't resist. I was like, what?
Don't resist.
What? Like, he's holding
He's
my
got a
arm.
weapon.
He's holding my arm. And I'm like, you're going to break it. He's like, I said don't resist. And I'm like,
Oh my god.
yes, sensei. Like,
When
I
he
didn't know
get his
this.
training in the police academy?
He trained like in a few different places. Like he did.
In the police academy.
He knew training with sticks. You know,
Yeah,
I don't know what the
yeah.
fuck the sticks are called, but he knew that training. Yeah, but I was like, you're gonna break my arm, Deal. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
But I'll never forget. He's the one that told me you never want to get. He said you can get cut, but you never want to get stabbed. This is terrible. Why are we talking about this? But he told me one time he got into a fight, and I don't have to say his name, so it's fine. We got into a fight, and he said that he's like was fighting like it was like 4 people. It was him and another person. They were fighting like 4 people, so
Yeah.
2 against 4. And he said that they're fighting whatever. And he said he knocked some guy, like they're just having a whole fight. And he said that his friend's like, oh my God, dude. And he's like, what? And he's like, he looks down and he's just bleeding. The dude has stabbed him. He didn't realize. He gave him 2 to the side. Stabbed him.
Your uncle?
My uncle.
Oh my god.
Tagged him twice. I'm like, maybe I don't want that.
No, you don't want to get stabbed.
No, dude, you don't
I
want
heard getting stabbed. Like I go and like watching like these mafia boss, and they're like talking about getting stabbed and stuff. It's just not a good feeling.
I wouldn't imagine it's a good feeling.
No, like they say it's like one of the worst pains.
Stabbed?
possibly.
I don't know. I think shot's pretty up there, though. Getting shot.
No, but I also heard a guy tell a story when he was like he got shot, and it goes like, it hurts, but I guess everything hurts after the adrenaline.
How do we get here?
'Cause you don't feel it. Obviously, the adrenaline's.
No, that's what he was telling me though. He said
getting
we were.
pumped, yeah,
he
with
said we were
adrenaline.
well throughout. Like we were done, and he's like, "Oh damn,
Yeah.
ow!" Like that hurt because he's just so hyped up. That's wild though. So one last thing happened, and it's funny because like when things happen, I kind of like I'm like, "Ooh, I'm gonna say it for the podcast. I'm gonna talk about
Yeah.
it." So your sister, I don't know if she'll listen to this. It made me laugh, right? And sorry guys that you have to hear these stories, but I'm about to listen. Marriage is around the corner. These things are gonna happen. And Charles, You listen sometimes, you don't. So if you hear it, oh well.
Oh no.
This is a bad one. This is gonna get me in trouble a little bit.
Yeah, it probably is. I would.
What? You want me to say it or not?
I wouldn't say it if I was you.
You want me to say it or not?
Going to what I think.
Why?
Go ahead. We can say it.
You don't know what's gonna go.
Okay, go ahead.
If it's bad, you bleep or we cut.
Okay.
All right, fair. Okay. So this couch right here, right? It's known as the casting couch as well. So I'm laying on this couch, right? Your sister's knocked out. We were watching some show. Knocked out.
Yeah.
You don't have the pleasure of living with someone, so you don't learn these things. But hey, call me your guide. I'll teach you.
Okay.
So I'm laying there, right? And your sister's like curled up in a little ball, and I'm laying right next to her, right? So I'm just curled up, right? And I'm like kind of by her leg, and I'm just there. And I'm not asleep. I'm on my phone, right? I'm watching Tiki Takis. Do you know where this is going?
I already knew where
I'm
it was
watching Tiki Takis, right?
I don't think you should. I think we should.
You think I should cut? You think I should cut? Do you think I should cut?
Yeah.
Why?
Because you know how she gets.
She may not listen to it.
All
What if
right,
she
bro.
doesn't?
Go ahead, bro.
You think it's gonna get me in trouble or not?
Look, if you want to say it, go ahead.
I don't know. Should I not? You're making me worried.
You know how she gets.
Should I shoot her a text like, hey, guys,
You know how she gets.
I don't know what to say.
You know how she
I
gets.
know, but I feel like I should say it.
You know how
I
she
know, but you don't know what I'm gonna say.
All right, go ahead.
Hey, if it's bad, I cut it. But if it makes you laugh and it's good content, I'm gonna say
It's
it.
gonna make me laugh.
All right.
Is it gonna be good for you?
Oh, it's fine. That's fine. I'm about to get married. What's she gonna do? So I'm sitting there. We're curled up, and oh god, now I'm worried. You got me nervous. I'm gonna tell a story.
Hey.
I'm sitting there,
Yeah.
and I'm on my phone. I'm playing. I'm like laying next to her. Kind of got my head by her butt, and her like butt is like right here to me. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Your sister,
Yeah.
my soon-to-be wife, passes gas
I knew that. I knew who was going to.
on my head. So I just feel on my head. I'm like, huh?
What is that?
I got up. And you know the Arthur meme where you're balling your fist? I just looked at her and I was like, you. And hey,
Oh no!
I should have done it back. Because I was standing there and I was like, and I'm just like she just ripped one on my head. I'm just like, dude, it's not that bad. It's fine. It happens. It's part of life. It's part of life. But it bothered me.
I mean, you set yourself up, bro.
Did I set myself up? Why is that?
Don't sleep near someone that.
Or don't rip ass on my forehead or my head.
Hey, when you're sleeping, you're the most comfortable.
Nah,
bro.
dude, whatever. That's fine. Dude, I told her that. She was dying laughing. It was funny. I'm not gonna lie. It was. Dude, she's dying laughing.
That is kind of funny, though.
Dude,
that is funny.
Dude, I'm telling you. But
I would have done it back.
But she wouldn't have known.
Even better.
That's worse. I ain't got nothing in the tank, dude. I go in, I gotta eat beans. Right? Yeah, I gotta get ready.
You gotta really push it out.
I gotta really push it out. I don't know, dude. Maybe it's payback for it's payback for shitting in the bed while she's in the bed with me. I've told that story. Stop it. I've told that story out here before. You want me to recap it? Should I recap it while we're in the... Why? You're not going to throw up. You're not going to throw up.
Dude, you're disgusting.
I didn't do it on purpose.
I think that trumps that.
I don't know if she pooped herself.
No,
the way
dude,
it felt.
you're nasty.
Why am I nasty?
Recap.
Fine, I
don't
will.
remember this.
Yeah, I told
I
you the
don't
story.
remember
I
this.
felt sick. I'm just going to be short. I felt sick. A lot of things are happening at your grandparents' house. I don't know why. Maybe it's the energy that it gives
It's
off.
energy now.
I was laying there and I didn't feel good.
Yeah.
And I went to let out what I thought to be a little toot. Well, to my demise, it was not a little toot. It was a little toot with a little extra something behind it.
With a little Hershey's Kiss.
A little something behind it.
Yeah.
So I had to get up. I did it in the bed.
Yeah.
I had to get up and I had to hurry up. I had to throw all my clothes away. I'm so trying to throw all my clothes away.
Yeah.
It's just life, dude. It happens.
You're nasty, bro.
And you know y'all want to know what's funny? And I thought I told you this. She didn't find out about it until I told her on the podcast.
Oh, she didn't know at all.
I thought she knew.
Oh.
Yeah. That's how self-aware I
You
was.
snitched on yourself.
I did, yeah. But it was funny though.
That is funny.
Dude, I don't care. It's life. It's part of life. But I mean,
You can have a hard time when you.
I'm like a puppy. I ain't shit on the bed. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Okay, I thought that's what you meant.
I pooped in the bed, but I didn't poop
Like it was
on the bed. No, no. Hey, we draw the line somewhere. We have to. I didn't go that far.
Okay,
But
okay.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I had to throw out my clothes for sure.
Okay.
One of those things. But I mean, it happens. It's what it is. What are we at? Lastly, I will say this: you're not with somebody, so you don't know these struggles. But like when you go to the bathroom, I feel like we always come back to the bathroom. When you go to the bathroom, is that your sacred time? Like, is that you time?
No, I'm usually in and out of the bathroom.
Really?
Yeah.
Even for pooping?
Yeah.
You're not like a pooper and TikToker? Really?
I honestly do not be on my phone. I'm in and out.
Wait.
I've never.
Stop,
I've never understood that. How can people be at?
All right, okay. Let's we'll finish with this.
It dries.
Stop.
And if you don't have a bidet, it dries.
Okay. Well, not all of us are blessed. I have a bidet. Not all of us are blessed to have. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. When you go in there, like, okay, hear me out. If you go in there to poop, right? You know you're gonna be in there for a minute, right? You saying you're not though.
No.
What's the fastest you poop? Like, what's poop time for you?
Less than 5 minutes?
Huh?
Yeah.
Wait. But do you? How much long do you? How long do you spend in there?
Sub 4 minutes.
Sub 4, but you're gonna spend 5 minutes. So 4 pooping and then maybe like a couple seconds wiping. So 4:30.
Sub 4.
But you're in and out, so you're done.
In and out. I sit down, it comes out. I'm up.
Hold on. If you forget your phone, are you gonna go get it?
No. Because I'm in and out.
Wait. So when you go in there, you're gonna poop and you just stare at the wall
Yeah.
for 4 minutes,
It might even be less.
dude. That's a couple TikToks.
I'm talking about 4 minutes, like open the door, sit down, wash hands, leave.
How long does it take you to poop?
Not long.
Dude, sometimes I'm in there.
It's very open down
sometimes
there.
I'm in there massaging my belly.
Hey, it's very open down there.
All
It's
right. It's just whoop.
No.
Sometimes I'm in there massaging my belly kind of clockwise, like the lady
No,
said on
it-
TikTok. Dude,
it
I'm in
goes-
there
It goes out pretty good.
violently.
Sometimes.
Dude.
Sometimes I gotta grip the side of it, you know.
Can I ask you a question? Now be real.
So grab the edge.
Hey, have you? Hey, be real. I'll never forget this. One time when I was a kid, and I'm not making this up for the sake of the podcast. For real. One time I'll never forget. My dad asked me, he said, "Why does the toilet paper look like that?" One time, I gripped it. I was in there just.
We're going through a war.
Hey, you probably could look at my whole house and look, the toilet paper is destroyed, and hey, my handprint's on the wall. Hey, I'm in there assuming position. I'm in there. Hey, dude, I'm never in my life have ever had a hernia, but if it was, it was in
That
my
moment.
house because I'm saying I grabbed that toilet paper like, I mean, just let that thing go, dude.
Your handprint.
Yeah, dude, I'm telling toilet paper. Hey, and then when you go to turn it, it's all like sideways because you don't grip it so hard.
You know, you bite out on a screwdriver or something.
You need a piece of wood because you're just pooping so hard. What I was getting at is, have you? But that's so short. That's my
No,
hey.
yeah, I know
That's
how
my
many-
serenity. That's my sacred time. Can I be honest? I'm in there so long, I lose feeling in my legs.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I'm in there so long, dude.
I can't do it.
I learned a trick for y'all. For those of y'all that are in there that long, because this psychopath's not. When you're pooping, and you're in there for like a certain amount of time, you have to tap your knee like that, and you get the blood.
Activate the
moving
blood.
again. Yeah, you get the blood going again. I don't know. It's just one of those things, but yeah, no, that's crazy though. That's wild. Yeah, I'm in there, Max, for a good amount of time. But I don't have those. Hey, hold on, because don't make me sound like I'm some animal.
No, I know people take a long time.
No, I'm saying I'm not in there pooping the way I was.
Oh yeah, no, but sometimes it does happen.
Listen,
It happens to everybody, bro.
hey, have we had close calls in the last couple weeks?
Yeah.
Because of something I've been eating and I haven't really figured it out yet.
Here.
Yes. Like my pants are tied. You know how you have the tie and you
Yeah,
can't get the tie
yeah.
off and you're like, ah!
No, I know what you mean. One time I ate
Yeah.
little hot chips
Yeah.
and then, a little milk.
Has
afterwards,
it happened to me? Yes.
I might be lactose, and lately I've been eating a lot of milk products.
Dude, I'll be honest, the best I felt lately is because I've cut dairy out.
Yeah.
in the last 3 or 4 months, I really haven't had
Yeah, I stay away
like
from
dairy.
it.
Like I've really cut. I have it every once in a while, like cheese and stuff, but for the most part, I've cut it out. I feel way better. I
Yeah.
feel much better. But I mean, maybe that's just me. But I feel like a lot of people are lactose. But that's a whole other.
Well, if you're a short restroom taker or a long restroom taker, let us know on our socials.
Please do.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram at NP_podcast and at Twitter at NP_podcast, where you can find the links to our YouTube, socials, and everything in between.
I do want to say, guys, obviously it's very clear the TikTok has been at a very stagnant plateau, nowhere place. I don't know why, I've cut so many clips. So I'm about to, maybe this week, I'm not going to say I'm actually going to do it, but I have a dump of clips that are just going to be coming in. So just be on the lookout for all those. I mean, I cut from every episode, right? I'm the one that like cuts and posts on the thing if Chris doesn't, but like I have a lot. So like I'll just be dumping from not even just this episode, but like really good moments, like moments and stuff. I have a lot that I've saved. So just be on the lookout for that. I'll be posting pretty frequently. So just if you see it, you like it, I'll even try to tag the video that or the podcast that it's from so that it's on there so that you can go to and actually watch it, because there's like a lot of funny moments that we've had. But yeah, just be on the lookout for that. Also coming up soon, me and Chris are gonna be doing I know. Yeah, look at you looking at my, we're gonna do our song thing. I still want to do it.
Oh no, yeah.
I downloaded a thing for my on the iPad GarageBand, and I've been playing with it. And I'm not gonna lie.
We can do it.
Am I a savant on the iPad? Kind of.
And I have a few beats cooked up from a while back, you know?
I started playing around. I may or may not have a theme song.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice.
I may or may not have one. Give me time. I'm gonna play with it a little bit more.
All right.
But I might send it to you. Might play around with it. That's something for the future, though.
Okay.
But other than that, guys, I want to thank you guys for tuning in, for listening once again, and we will see you guys on the next one. Peace.